you guys, it's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and he says hi, and today is day 1477 of my ketogenic crazy life's journey, and I'm going to be telling you all about it. Plus, Corina is going to sit down with us and do an update, so I think we'll let her do that part first. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell to follow a daily, real, true life journey that has thus far lasted 4 years and has seen me through some crazy stuff. Mentally, physically, health, weight, all of that stuff. Isn't life a joyous ride? That's absolutely insane. Alright, you guys, it's time to rant, rave, and misbehave. Keto Diamond style. Rude. It's Cori.
Mom, I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face. You stink. I was trying to ignore. I was like,
She's in a good mood though. She can insult me.
She farted right before it.
I did not.
You did too.
Look, stop hitting that dislike button. I seen that crap. Undo it. Hit the like button instead, because I'm crazy that way. I thought you guys might want to hear from this crazy, insane, yay, she's alive youngin'. Yeah. Start talking.
What do I need to? What do I say? Like, I'm okay. Other than like.
Well, you can thank them for the well wishes.
There
There was a ton.
Yeah, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. I do. Wasn't thinking about it when she started the camera. My lips still have no color though.
Yeah, that might take a few days to come back. I don't know. I need to really look this up because I really don't know.
Well, I mean, considering my levels are pretty low, my hemoglobin, which is the overall blood levels, those were low, so I probably just haven't gotten that back up all the way yet.
Yeah.
So it probably will take a little bit. I know one woman on your channel, like on the comments, said that she had to take iron like every day for a while when she had her miscarriage.
Yeah, that might actually be a good idea. I kind of couldn't believe they didn't recommend that or anything really. I did give her some B12 that I had, but I don't have any iron laying around
today.
You should probably do that. I know that's good for blood, but
I started to get iron yesterday, but I wasn't sure like how much of it I was supposed to take. I couldn't like read this out of the bottle or anything. Like,
take a picture of the bottle and blow it up. That's what I do.
It just looks blurry to me when you do that, though.
Well, you have to hold it perfectly still, which is a pain in the ass. But if you get it good and clear, or clear enough, you can just blow that sucker right up. That's how old I am.
I just don't have good eyesight, so I don't.
Me either.
My hair looks like a silvery, like white.
She bleached her head again.
Oh, that's not even what this is.
What is it?
I only did my roots when we bleached it.
Oh, okay.
That was just from this is just from the purple shampoo.
Do you want to talk about anything specific? Now that the camera's on, you blinked, didn't you?
Yeah.
So,
mostly was just like, thinking like you'd want me to come on for an update. They'd want to hear from me and everything like that. Just pretty much say like I'm okay. I'm alive, at least right now.
You better stay that damn way.
I know. She'd bring me back to life just to kill me again. And then bring me back to life so I can stay alive.
Yeah, we're like, not allowed. None of y'all are allowed to do none of that crazy crap. I'm telling you.
Well, it's not like it's my fault, okay? What?
Who got knocked up?
Who knocked me up?
Oh, so we got to kill him. I got you.
How many times you been knocked up?
We ain't gonna talk about such things.
She wants to talk about it when it's me, but when it's you, you don't want to.
I'm old now. It's over. I ain't doing that no more. I learned that lesson. I know what causes that now.
Or you knew what caused it.
I know, right? And I'm still dumb enough to do it again.
Exactly. At least you had me, though.
That's true. my little demon spawns. So do you want to talk about anything else with that?
There's something you're wanting me to talk about. I'm not sure what it is.
No, it's not. I don't want to skip over anything you want to say. That's all.
Like, the only thing I think of is like the way everyone explained it. Like, it was pretty damn scary for sure.
Yeah.
Like, it was scary for me. I was terrified. I won't lie about that.
Her daddy was shaking. He was terrified.
When it happened to me, see, the way it felt was like when I was just in the bathroom the first time, and I was nauseous enough that I dragged the dang trash can in front of me, and I was sitting there like, I'm gonna throw up. But then it hit me where my eyes were blurring out, like they would start darkening. I got really lightheaded. I was dizzy. I felt like I was gonna pass out, but I didn't know what would happen if I passed out.
Right.
So,
especially in a public bathroom, you have no idea if somebody's going to come in or not.
You don't know if I feel like I must have left the door unlocked. That or they got the key from like an employee or something.
There's probably key just in case somebody does scream.
The person who came in though wasn't an employee. The first person.
Maybe it wasn't locked then.
I don't see. I usually always make sure the door's locked. I'm glad I didn't have it locked this time if that's the case though.
Yeah.
But like she ran in. I did not care that my pants were down at all. Not even slightly. I was just like, look, I'm sorry you gotta see me like this, but I need help. You want me to call 911? Yes, ma'am. Maybe not like that, though. It was more... Obviously, I was more out of it than that.
Right.
But... think about it now, it's kind of like, yep,
well,
do
yeah.
it. But,
nope, I want you to stand there and watch me to bleed to death. My smart ass probably would have said something like that. And some smart ass probably would have sat there and watched me bleed to death. Well, you told me to.
The bleeding, it was so heavy, and like the paramedics the first time kind of convinced me that was just completely normal. They were like, just watch out for how many pads you fill up, and at that point, I think I already had changed 4 pads.
Yeah.
Just since leaving the house.
You should have called them and went to the hospital there.
I know, but he was like, if you're in the bathroom, if you're pooping, anything like that, Zach, stop. Stop.
Wait a minute. He wanted to be involved today.
That's fine. It's just he's tugging on my hair.
Let's pause for the baby calls. The mini demon calls. Hi. I missed you. He left, instead of texting me for the first time ever, he actually left a comment on my channel under his stepmom's name. And it said, hi, Mojo Joanne. It's Zach. Call me. I'm not farting, I swear.
I don't believe it.
Chair over a little bit. Just a touch. Hi.
Did
you miss me?
Yeah. No,
all right.
Oh, the paramedic.
Talk for a minute, okay?
The paramedic said that if I was in the bathroom, like using the bathroom, like going to poop or anything like that, that can cause like the uterus to contract more, trying to pushing more blood out. He made everything sound as if it was completely normal.
I don't know what all.
And I kept asking him. I was like, "Do you recommend I go to the hospital?" And he was like, I can't recommend anything. I was like, you can't at least recommend I go to the hospital? Like, you can't, I understand you can't tell me to go home because if something happens, it's on them, but they can be like, I think you should go to the hospital. You know, they could do that.
Yeah.
And they did say they were concerned about my heart rate, but my blood pressure and everything else was normal, but when we were leaving the hospital, they did tell me to watch out for my heart rate being high and my blood pressure being low.
Right.
And for that situation that I was in, my blood pressure should have been a lot higher.
Right. Well, when you're scared, your blood pressure will go down, but go up, and when you're losing blood, it will go down. So it could have been up, but because of the blood loss, does that make sense?
Yeah, my heart rate was at 130, and my blood pressure before I got out of the ambulance was 129/79. But right before that, though, they checked it twice right before I got out. And when I first got in, it was 135/80.
Yeah.
It might have been even 87, but it was like...
It's a scary... It's hard to say, really. It's such a scary situation.
And I just remember looking at it and going, my blood pressure should be higher than that.
Yeah.
Like, I knew how terrified I was. I was just thinking, that should be higher.
My life, as you can see, my life is always crazy, hectic, and wonderful. Um, you guys tell us anything you recommend for somebody who's been bleeding heavily for days.
I'm
It's
not
stopped
bleeding
now,
heavily now. Like I'm still bleeding, but it's very light. It's like just pink.
Speaking of which, I am.
At least you don't bleed to death.
I hope not. Good Lord. Although it does feel like I'm having issues. But PMS day 1. Actually, day 2 because it started late last night. I only mentioned that because yesterday during the video I told you how fat, gross, and bloated I felt. Well, poor food choices of course too, but PMS probably had something to do with it. I just didn't know it was coming. So,
You know, most people now keep like an app on their phone to keep track of it, so they know when it's going to start, so they can be prepared for it.
I'm too old for that shit.
You're not. It's literally as simple as a little
I
app
do
that just
have
says,
an app.
"Hey,
Do
your
you know
period's
that
coming up."
our Fitbit apps have that on there?
Yeah, mine
And it
lets me know
tells
when my
me-
period's supposed to start, but I can't put on there if I'm pregnant.
It tells me when my period's going to start, but it's always like, well, I'm already on it. It's like, your period's due to start in 3 days. I'm like, I've been on it for 3 days.
That's when you have to go in and update it when you do it, because otherwise it's not going to sync right. You have to, like, when you start your period, you go in, go on there, you hold down on like the day that it started, and you can outline where it's at, and then when it should end for you, like how
It's
long it
still
usually
wrong
lasts.
next month.
You update it so it can be
Right?
so it can start to like
Figure my
calculate.
body out.
Exactly.
It ain't going to figure my body out. I haven't in 42 years. I guess in my eyeball.
Mine's typically right on it, like it might be a day off, but
Mm. Can or fly. So anyway, anything else you want to talk about?
ignore my appearance. I'm paler than normal. I noticed I am.
Well, yeah.
And then like under my eyes are way darker, and then like my lips are super pale, and I look like a ghost. Literally, I'm already pale enough as it is.
So
and-
what you're saying is you're Karina Casper? Her boyfriend's last name is Casper. What do you want from me?
Well, my last name is not Casper yet.
It is on Facebook.
Facebook. That doesn't count.
I
It's not like that's my legal name.
guess your legal name is whatever the hell you want it to be. What are you watching? You can't watch that stuff on while I'm filming.
I'm watching.
No music while I'm filming, okay? That'll get me in trouble. Alright, you guys, so I'll be back in a minute with the full keto update, and
What's arms itchy?
I hope y'all enjoyed that little update from Karina, and our sillinesses. She's doing much, much better. Not perfect by no means, but much better, and as a mama, that makes me very happy. So, as you heard yesterday, part of my issue could have been PMS. I also get a little manic and frantic, like when I feel it coming on, but I don't realize that's what's hitting me. I get kind of like, I don't even know the right term. It's more dramatic. I guess so. So a little more dramatic. I get a little more agitated, a little off the wall and crazy. So you know that affects you physically, mentally. So ridiculous. Ugh. Men are so lucky. Well, I mean, except for the fact they have to put up with us. But at least they don't have that particular personal problem. I'm not sure I'd trade with them. Because then I'd have to put up with me. Alright. But keto-wise yesterday, I did pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you everything I ate, although I told you about but did not record the popcorn, shrimp, and the small amount of cocktail sauce. So that was post Golden Corral. Like, you saw the one meal, and then I had a little bowl full of that, and I wasn't going to do it, but they put some fresh stuff out there. And it's one of the yummiest things ever. Before I started keto, my plate was a pile of Bourbon Street chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, and a huge thing of popcorn shrimp coated with the cocktail sauce. So that's one of my triggers, I guess you could say. It's one of those things that I find relatively irresistible. Now, I only got kind of a handful, but only a handful. I know. It's still not keto friendly. It's not, even though the stuff inside of it, the breading is keto friendly. The breading's not. No matter how I try to wrap it up. But I told you about that yesterday, which was why I was one of the reasons why, turns out, I was feeling so gross and cruddy and I shouldn't have ate it. The good news is, while I felt it mess me up, I felt it make me tired, I felt it in my allergies and in my feet and in my bones and in my gas. I came back in ketosis late last night and started going to the bathroom like crazy and feeling just so much better. Although I still was kind of achy, it was still a lot better. I don't know what my ketones and blood glucose were, but I came back in a little while after doing my video, and I know that because of the physical way I feel. And after being keto for 4 years, you can tell. You can tell when you're in, you can tell when you're out, you can tell when you just did a little something that ain't quite smart, and if you quit while you're ahead, you might be all right. But you can tell. It's weird. If you've never been in ketosis before and kicked out, or if you're relatively new to it, you might not even notice. But I do. And so, people's bodies are so different. And there's different styles of being kicked out of ketosis too. You can get a mild kick where you can hardly tell, but the scale can go up a little bit. You can get a hard kick where you feel it in every bone of your body. You feel it everywhere, and you're so sleepy from spiking your insulin. It just depends. I mean, it really just depends. And when you do that, generally your weight pops up. But I guess yesterday, while I felt kind of cruddy, it could have been one part PMS and one part not, eating the smartest things. But I still went down. There's a canterfly just flying all around, driving me nuts. But anyway, I went down. Really down. Way good down. Happy girl down. Happy girl down. So, let me go ahead and show you what I ate, show you my weigh-in from yesterday and today, and we'll be right back. Good morning, y'all. Monday. Oh, my back. 168.6. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. Hi, Izzy. Get off the scale, Goofy. It is 11 a.m. I'm starving. I've got, in each one of these rolls is 3 pieces of turkey, half a piece of pepper jack cheese, string cheese, and I've melted them in the toaster oven for about 2 minutes. And I've got some coffee here. So I've got some cabbage, like a small taco salad, and some bourbon chicken, and I also got an ice water. Together, I had probably 3 of these mozzarella cheese sticks in the day. I got zoodles, meat, sauce. Of course, they've got real stuff. She just asked for a bite. Hey, get out of my food. See, she's doing a lot better. Destiny's going to eat something else.
I don't like spaghetti.
She's weird, we know.
This is actually a fresh meal all day for me, too. So.
They're making a hell of a mess. I'm okay with it, though. Guys, I got some sugar-free strawberry jello and a clump of Cool Whip. Tuesday morning, you guys. Haven't been a week long. Know what I said 5 seconds ago. A little lower, but that's alright. 166. Da-da-da! Keto day, 1,477. Yesterday, I weighed in at 168.6. Today, 166 on the dot. That is down 2.6 pounds. Thank heavens. And it's funny, because 2.6 pounds of fluid makes a huge difference. Your feet, you can feel them swell. Your rings are tight. Your pants are tight. Of course, like I said, it could be partially that other issue too. But 2.6 pounds of fluid, you can feel it. And I would love to get my stuff together, get my crap back on fleek, get my keto back on right, just to see how much water I can flush off, how quick. But thus far, it has eluded me to get all the way back on track and stay that way for like a week, let alone a month or 2. It's driving me crazy, but I know I can do it. And like I said yesterday, I might fall flat on my face, but I'm going to still get up and keep on going. I ain't going to quit, but does it make it easier? Every couple of days, my body wants to say, well, my brain wants to say, screw it, we don't care. But we do care. I was out and about in the allergy zones today. But, you know, I care. I care, but I don't care. But I care, but I don't care. You tell my brain, because it ain't listening to me. It ain't acting right. My body's like, this hurts. Quit it. Stupid carefly. Don't touch me. I care. But I'm having a hard time getting back right. I was right today. I've been a good girl all day. I even told my husband this morning, I said, he said he wanted to go off. I said, that's just fine. But we ain't going to Taco Bell. We ain't going nowhere like that. We're going to Popeyes where I can get me some blackened chicken tenders. I have a hell of a time getting those. I want you to know, every time I go to Popeyes, there's some excuse why they can't make them. And today, the lady said, we ain't got nobody to cook it. Who the hell's cooking the rest of your food? And then another lady said, just take her order. And she went back and made them. But every time I go, we ain't got no chicken tenders. What you mean you ain't got no chicken tenders? It's a chicken place. It's every time. I got to complain about this a little bit, okay? I understand that some places ain't got a whole lot of help. But apparently some places that got help ain't got good help. But you got the chicken tenders most of the time. I understand you're running out sometimes. But every night around 8 o'clock, you ain't got no chicken tenders? Or is it you just don't want to make no chicken tenders? I don't know. But I like them. But it's just really hard to get sometimes. Really. I don't know what's... Don't lick the chair, honey bear. Why do y'all do that? They lick the floor. They lick the chair. I don't understand. Is it covered... Started to say, is it covered in sugar? But I got 3 grandbabies. Everything in this house may damn well be covered in sugar. I hope not, but it could be. You know how that works. I reckon that's all I got for you today. It's probably been a long video. I don't know how long me and Cori talk, but I hope everything's going well for you. I hope you're getting back on track or staying on track. I hope you are finding the success you want to find, and I hope you just keep making your next meal keto and keep trying. It's worth it. It's just sometimes it's a struggle. It's usually a mental struggle, and sometimes that carb craving monster, I'm not sure if it's all mental. Sometimes that's kind of physical, because your body, even if you're keto, you put carbs in your body's like, ooh, fuel. And then you run out of them carbs, so that it starts going back into ketosis. It starts getting the ketones back for the fuel. But in the meantime, it's going, excuse me, but where the hell did the fuel go? Where's my sugar? How am I going to run like this? So your body kind of overreacts on you a little bit too. So it's carb cravings are both physical and mental. And sometimes they're really, really difficult. And I never really took myself as a carb addict. I knew I ate too many carbs when I started keto. But it was because I didn't know that was the problem. You know, when they tell you eat Cheerios for your heart, you don't realize that's not smart. Eat oats and grains, right? That's what you're supposed to do. You're not, but your body doesn't know that, and you keep shoving them down your gullet, and they're addictive, and I guess I am a little bit of a carb addict. I just don't mean to be. I don't like it, but it is what it is, right? Stop saying that. Just a personal note. Alright, you guys, so I hope you're doing at least as well as I am, but I hope you're actually doing much, much better. Anyway, I'm going to let Karina back us out, and yeah. It's Karina. Alright, so while Cori's here, I thought I would film the ending. You guys know the routine. If you need help with your ketogenic journey, my contact information is in the description section below. There are ways to contact me, many, and some great ways to support the channel and help a girl out. And it's anything you want to, you know what I mean? And some pretty cool things down there, like a Keto Mojo for 15% off, Shashka bracelets for 50% off, and all that stuff. So if you want something cool, save $1 and use my code. Or 15%, whatever. Some of them 30%. I don't know. Alright guys, much love. Many prayers.
Bye.
Making Nick's meal keto. Do it again.
Bye.
I just thought it was fun. Hey, Zach, want to say bye?
Bye.
I love that.
And I haven't seen you guys in like a week.
He hasn't seen you guys in like a week. Maybe longer.